Hi, it's Ksenia, and you're watching Draw to Grow, a place where I passionately explore how art can transform, heal, and inspire growth. Today, I want to introduce you a practice that's called intuitive collage. This is the practice that helped me so many times when I felt lost, when I felt like I can't separate what's mine and what's not mine, when I couldn't hear my inner truth. So this intuitive collage will hopefully help you to reconnect with your core self, with your intuition, and will help you to answer the question for yourself, which is, what do I need to know? Please give me that hint in order to move forward in line with my mission. Now, let's talk a little bit about mission and intuition, because I feel these things have been misinterpreted so many times. Well, first of all, I don't consider mission as some sort of place in the future that you have to arrive to, or something that you have to achieve, or the profession. In my experience and in my life, mission is not a definition of any sort. Mission is when. Mission is when you live your life in connection to your intuition, meaning you listen to your very, very true self and make each step on your life journey according to that voice, to what it tells you, because it can be most of the time scary, uncomfortable, it can be against logic. And when you do that, then I imagine each one of us being a flower. So mission is us being in the middle of that flower, and mission is petals of this flower that constantly opening up and blooming and blooming. I can see it as like a hologram, and each one of us is a very unique flower, very special flower needed in this particular time, in this dimension, in this planet, on this earth. So when you live in line with that intuition, your mission comes naturally with every step you do, and you create beautiful things around you. Beautiful art, objects, work, conversations, relationships, beautiful impact. It's just so much joy when you are connected to that core. Now, intuition to me is the ability to listen to that often very, very quiet voice. And in Western society, we are taught not to listen to that voice. We are taught to listen to the external information, to read the books of someone else's experience, to listen to other people's feelings. And if you're an empath, you will often find yourself not knowing what's my voice and what is their voice. And intuition is that ability to hear it. And if you do that, your energy always recharges to give you the ability to create more beautiful things in line with your mission. It never drains you fully, it always recreates. And I hope that with this intuitive collage practice, you will also feel connected again, even if you're lost right now. So the first step of our practice is actually not the collage itself, but the little meditation. And I really encourage you to close your eyes, to take deep breath in and deep breath out, and really try to feel your body before you do any of the intuitive practices. Because for any of the mind opening and soul opening practices, you have to be really grounded. So you have to be strongly connected to your body in order to allow safely the other information come into you. So once you've done the grounding, I encourage you to close your eyes and concentrate on this point between your eyebrows and try to breathe into it. Try to breathe into it, and until it starts vibrating, until you can really feel it. And ask this part to lead the way, lead the path for you, to show you a little hint to where you should be going, what you should know in order to make the right step forward and bloom like a beautiful flower today. Let's begin. So in terms of materials, what you'll need is a glue stick, scissors. I have my daughter's scissors today, I couldn't find anything else. magazines, one magazine is fine. And I also like to use colored paper instead of just normal white one for the background, but you can still use just the white one, it's fine. With the magazines, what I advise you to do is I usually buy a bunch of magazines on Vinted for like £5. It could be anything, it could be National Geographic, it could be beautiful home interior magazines, it could be something with nature, anything that you feel intuitively can work for you. But what I personally can say is that each collage theme would require slightly different magazines. So, for example, National Geographic is really good working with deep layers of your psyche, of some quite heavy topics, with trauma, with when you feel quite dark. When I want to build something like a safe space for myself, I'd use, I guess, interior magazines because it's just easier to create that space. For this collage, choose your magazine intuitively. That's why for the first time I actually bought a magazine from the shop. With fashion magazines, you have to understand that the image could be, very beautiful, very polished, but maybe not as deep. It depends on you what images you're going to choose, but it's more likely that you're going to choose beautiful images rather than something profound. But today I feel like this magazine, I don't know why I decided to take it. So I encourage you just to open the magazine, and anything that catches your eye for no reason, it could be an image or a word, just cut it down and don't think about it. Just put it aside, maybe even flip it so you don't remember what's that. But just try to really feel like, that's interesting. Sometimes you will be like, okay, this is interesting, but it doesn't feel logical to choose a piece of shoe. Please still do, just try to, you will learn how to listen to that voice, because picking the images is actually learning how to listen to your intuition. Yeah, let's get started. So I've got a small selection here, but I feel like this is not enough. But also I've bumped into exactly what I said about the magazine. I've never used like a fashion magazine before for a collage. Well, probably did, but very rarely. It gives you a lot of faces. It gives you a lot of, I guess, interesting objects, but just doesn't give you enough inspiration. So I want to intuitively pick one more magazine and pick a few more things from it. Yeah, why not?
I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but if you enjoy this video, please press like button to support this channel, and also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.
So now when you got all of your images, all of your words, I hope you've done the words as well, hopefully, because it usually makes it more interesting for our brain to have some sort of interpretation. So start with images, let's put the words aside. And yeah, try to arrange it the way that feels right. I usually like to have some sort of main character in the image and organize things around this main character, which I associate with myself. So now when we have a composition, we can start and glue it all together. Now this is it. This is what I came up with, and I can already definitely feel that some parts of it I can interpret. Some of them I don't know what they mean yet, but I'd be very, very interested to know what are your results, what are your insights during that process. Now, I want to tell you that because it comes from subconscious mind, as much as our logic mind want to interpret this and write down the directions, this is not how subconscious mind work. The work that we've done, we already activated that intuitive part of you. You already gained the insights on subconscious level. Some parts of this drawing, for example, I can already interpret, I understand what they mean, but some of them will make sense to you after some time. Sometimes it could be tomorrow, sometimes it could be in a week or in a month. I highly recommend putting this image somewhere on a visible place so you can always look at it, and trust me, you will keep getting insights from it. There are some collages that I've done in the past, like this one, for example, that serve me as an inspiration. So when I feel like I'm lost, this is a reminder for me what I should be doing. Don't overestimate the power of your intuition. If something came up on this collage, just trust that it has the special meaning for you. Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope this was something interesting for you. Let me know what other practices you'd like to see on this channel, and subscribe, press like button if you did enjoy it. See you next time. Bye.